Hello and welcome back to Gameplay. Technically, I am your host, and today we are back in 7 Days to Die, and here we are in the desert biome, which is going to be our new home. Alright, before we get started, I want to talk about the base build. First, I want to recommend a video by Just Rob, link in the description. So as far as I can tell, this is originally his design. So the concept is that you build a structure so that you're hanging over a pit, you trick the zombies into falling into the pit, and then you throw grenades down at them and you get a ton of XP. So I'll explain more or less how to do the setup, but I do recommend that you watch Rob's video. He does a pretty good job of explaining it as well, and he's got some great visuals in it. I'm going to flash on the screen the total number of blocks that it's going to cost to build this, and then I'm going to flash on the screen the number of resources used if you are using the frames and then upgrading them to the full blocks, which is what I'm going to be doing because I need the XP. And finally, I do want to add that there is kind of a hidden cost, right? You need a ton of explosives to make this work. I'm going to need over 200 pipe bombs and grenades. So the pipe bombs are great because they're pretty cheap. They're only a little less effective than a grenade. Don't use contact grenades. You're going to have a bad time. And you're also going to need a decent amount of ammo because there's really no way to use your melee weapon in this base design. So you're going to be relying entirely on ranged weapons and your grenades primarily. And with all of that said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to clear out a little bit of space. The overall footprint is 11 by 11, but you'll see it's not that bad. Alright, to get started, I'm going to be laying kind of this ring around the land claim block. This is going to serve mainly as a guide, right? We're not going to upgrade these blocks. And we need this guide because we need to be able to dig, or at least know where we can dig. Wow, this shovel is so close to one-shotting the sand. That's a huge bummer. I don't think we have anything else we can throw into it, right? Yeah, there's not even any room. Okay, well, that's too bad. And so, using these blocks as a guide, we're going to dig a ring around. And it's just got to be one block deep. We don't have to go any deeper than that. Make sure you get these weird little corner spots. And then put down another ring of blocks into the ditch that you just dug. These blocks are going to be concrete, so let's get our hammer out and upgrade them. And I'm hoping I can get this finished in time because we have not very many days left, because we're also going to need to get more explosives. I don't know how much we have right now. I know we've got 50 grenades building at home, 20, 40, 60. It's 110, so we really need probably like another 100 pipe bombs. So that means we're gonna have to try to buy some gunpowder if Bob has it, but also we're gonna have to harvest coal. So there's nitrate over here, decent supply, and coal maybe. I'm hoping we can find some here. It looks like there might be some. And also this base design doesn't just include like your fighting position, it also includes a small platform to set up forges, workbenches, cooking area, all that good stuff. Okay, so that does it for that. We can go ahead and remove this. We probably did need to place this land claim block, but it's just a way, it helps me mentally get started, I guess. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to place more guide blocks, or rather these aren't guide blocks. We are going to upgrade these. We're going to place them here, here. So basically on all four corners is what we're doing. And these are going to be the pillars for the structure. We want them to be 4 thick at least, because you don't want this thing collapsing on you. And these bands are also, I think these help with the stability of it. So that's why you're digging them into place. And then in the middle here, that's going to be your pit. So in addition to placing these pillars, we're going to use them as a guide for some digging. And so this is something I'm testing out. We'll find out how useful it is. But essentially, we're going to put a ring of hole blocks, and I'll show you which blocks I mean, but they're essentially blocks with a hole in them around the pillars, and I'm hoping this will discourage to some extent zombies from coming up and attacking the pillars. Let me show you which ones they are. It's this block right here, cube 1 meter hole, and we're going to want to switch to advanced rotation so we can have it face upward like that. So we're going to place a ring around here. And then we're going to eat something. Do we have anything to eat on us? Yeah, we got some blueberry pie. And so for these, we're going to upgrade them just to cobblestone. And there we go. We're already gaining levels from upgrades. And we're going to take Demolitions Expert. There's other things we're working on. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, we're going to take a point into Miner 69er because this is going to make it so that we one-shot on digging. because we're going to need to do a lot of digging and a lot of using our pickaxe on stone. So might as well do that right away. But the goal is to put some points into demolitions expert. So we're going to do 1 point for grenadier initiate. Then we're going to do another point to get perception up to 3 so we can get I'm TNT, I'm dynamite. And before we continue with this, let's go ahead and check in with Bob. I know we looked at him yesterday, but we didn't really have too much of an opportunity to look at what he was selling us. And so the good news is looks like he's going to also restock before the blood moon. So let's see what he's got on him. So really what we're looking for is gunpowder. He's got gunpowder. We're going to want to buy this. It's not a whole lot, but it's some. Any amount saves us time. And if he's got nitrate, he's got very little nitrate or coal. And he's got very little coal. Okay, so...
Well, you're tighter than a tick.
All right, so we want those resources. So let's go ahead and salvage some of these vehicles real quick. Let's see. See, add gunpowder. Okay, I think I know what we'll do. So we kind of have a layout here for what our base is going to look like. We're also going to have a support platform. First, let's go ahead and finish putting these blocks down. We'll just upgrade what we have, and then we'll start putting down that support platform. Because on that support platform, we're going to have our forges, our workbenches, our cement mixers, and our crates, which is where we're going to put all of these stuff that we can't find a place for right now. And the sooner we get that place, the sooner we can start crafting more munitions. And like I said, these hole blocks discourage zombies because they don't want to walk over these. By and large, they still will. However, when they do, they're going to fall into the hole, typically like that, and they're going to be striking the hole rather than the pillar by and large. So it's a good way to add defense to the pillar without necessarily having to just add more meat to it, more HP, I guess. All right, and so this beginning layout is kind of ready to go. So let's go ahead and figure out where our support platform is going to go. And it's going to go, I'm thinking, just in this direction here. So this part is important, the distance from the pit, because we're going to need a tunnel from the support platform into the pit, because that's how we're going to recover any loot bags. So we got to figure out how far away we want to put the platform. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's already 4. We'll do another 4 here. It's for a total of 8. 1, 2, let's put these down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that means our support platform is going to start right here. And our support platform is going to be 5 blocks high. And we're doing this platform slightly different just because there's going to be a tunnel heading down. So we want some space in the middle here. And it's even just, I guess, kind of an opportunity to save a little bit of resources. So we're probably going to upgrade this to cement here just to make sure that the Zeds don't see this as a target. Okay, and so what you're going to end up is with a cross here in the middle. And then you're just going to fill in that cross more or less, except for the center block. That's going to be how you get down there. Okay, and then from here, let's go ahead and build just the side nearest to the support base. So this is also going to be 5 blocks high. Same thing on this side. And for no important reason at all, we're going to use a half block for the bridge that connects these two spaces, just like that. Okay, and then we're also going to add some ladders. On the interior of the pillar, we're going to have ladders like that. Again, because I have parkour, that's the right height. We just want to make sure that the Zeds can't get to it. So we're going to start with just these 2 pillars, and that's going to let us get up here. And from here, we can kind of flesh out the rest of the space. So you don't have to get fancy. You can just use regular blocks. I like using these wedge 60 blocks as kind of the skirt around the outside. And this is because we're going to build walls on the outside all around. You want to build these walls for sure because cop spit goes all over the place, and so you want to make sure that none of that cop spit ends up where your workstations are, right? And so before we continue doing that, let's go ahead and just fill in the interior blocks here. Let's see what a nail gun costs to make. We can do it as soon as we have a workbench. Oh, we don't have this because it's repair tools. We don't have any handyland. The hammer we'll have to do because it's what we have. Either way, because of the urgency of all of the other things we have to build, let's see if we can craft a forge. Because the idea is we're going to have 2 forges. We're going to bring the one that we have back at the old base, as well as an additional forge. And let's see if we have what we need in our crate. We should. I think we brought all of the major crafting resources, like duct tape, which I don't see here. I don't want to have to make a trip back so soon, but we're going to need how much duct tape? 3 duct tape. That's not too bad. Do we have glue? We don't have glue. Okay, that's okay. That means we're just going to have to get started with our cooking stations first. We are ill prepared. Okay, so I think what we're going to do here, we're going to craft 2 crates. We're going to put them down next to each other, and then we're going to craft 2 campfires. And we're going to grab our... We don't have any regular water, do we? Damn. Okay, we're going to have to buy some probably. Let's see what Bob has. Does he have glue? Does he have duct tape? Does he have water? He's got 3 waters. This will get us the forge, but it won't get us a workstation. Okay, let's just get to work here. Alright, there's our glue. Turn off the fire right away so we don't inspire anything that we don't want to have to deal with. Let's make 3 duct tape. And an important thing to note is you want to make sure you place your forge over a pillar. So this block, this grid, 2x2 grid is on a pillar. So because a forge is heavy, you don't want to put it in these middle spots. Potentially it would hold, but we're not about to find out. And what I'm doing with this is I'm making like a really compact area for this. And see, we're gonna leave this space open for potentially 2 chemical stations. We're gonna have a forge here, 2 cement mixers stacked on top of each other, and then we're gonna have 2 work benches right here. So that means that we can use this space for more crates. Okay, I think what we're gonna have to do is make the ceiling a little bit higher. That way we can stack some crates on top of the wall. This is going to be a tight space. I want to make sure we can easily walk around this. Before we continue moving things over, let's just do a bit more upgrading. So this is just going to be wood here. Actually, we shouldn't be doing this part. What we should be doing is the bottom part here, and this is where I'm deviating from my original design a little bit. I want to make sure that they don't get into here. And we are going to need more cobblestone. So we got a ton of clay and stone back in the crate by Bob. So we're just going to mix the rest of it into cobblestone. I think what we'll do is come nightfall, we're going to make a trip back to the pine forest base and see what else we can bring with us. And the rest of this can just be wood. And let's go ahead and get a hatch placed on here. We're going to have a ladder going this way. And so importantly, you want to make sure that this ladder also is not too low. You want to make sure that if Zeds were able to get into here, that they can't reach this ladder and get up here, because that's going to be an easier path for them to get to you and your base. And these inner ones, we're going to also do cobblestone up to here and wood at the top. Okay, and this kind of does it for this interior space. So what we're going to have here is we're going to be digging kind of a hole 3 blocks wide to let us get down far enough that we can then extend towards the pit. So we're going to want to do that fairly soon because we're short on some of the resources that we need. And once we start digging down there, that's going to get us clay, that's going to get us stone. So we want to do that as soon as possible. And additionally, we want to get all of this upgraded. We're going to do probably concrete. You know, we can do just 2 layers here, I think. I think we can get away with that. I think that's what we did on the original design. And so pretty much the entirety of the fighting position is going to be either cobblestone or concrete. There's not going to be any wood on it. And that's just because you want to make sure this thing is secure. We're also going to do more ladders. And so again, all the ladders are in the interior part of the pillars on each side. So we're going to have some more there. And this may seem like too many ladders. And sure, it is. All right, let's get these upgraded. Okay, so that's kind of the basic layout of it. We're also going to dig this out and put some cobblestone here. I don't know if this is necessary. I just feel a lot better with having just kind of a wide ring all around the ground here because, you know, in the event, which like I said is very likely, in the event the pit widens out, right, it can start causing stability issues for the structure. So with kind of the way we're going to use it, we probably won't be here long enough that that's going to be a concern. But why leave that up to chance? We can put a few blocks here, just get them up to cobblestone, and I think that's fine. We also got to find another place for this land claim block, which is probably going to be further back. Now, let's do that. Let's do a land claim block. Let's get this guy in place right there. Perfect. And that centers it a little bit better. All right, let's finish this up. Tomorrow, we're going to dig this pit, which we have to do kind of carefully because if a Zed jumps into the pit with us, that's going to suck. We don't want that. So we've got to go 11 blocks down. That's so that the zombies don't enrage when they hit the bottom. So really the goal of it is if you're standing, so we're going to create, you'll see, we're going to create a space where we can stand right here. We want the zombies to try to stand in the middle as much as possible, jumping up onto each other, right? We're exploiting their pathing, right? First, they try to close the horizontal space between you. So they're going to go to the middle where you are, and then they're going to try to close the vertical gap, right? Which in this case is just going to be up and down because that's all they can do is just do a little jump. If they fall a shorter distance and become enraged, then they're just going to start immediately attacking the walls, which really they're going to do anyway. But we want to minimize that, right? Maybe it'll make more sense once we are actually fighting zombies during the blood moon. Okay, and while we're at it, let's get rid of some of these yucca plants. We want to just make sure that Zeds just have a clear path. Okay, let's grab the rest of this and carry it upstairs, and we will make some of the necessary boxes. And actually, yeah, let's finish putting the walls up too. I think we're going to make another way to enter over here. So you see, it's going to be a pretty tight space, but we won't be here too long before we head to the snow biome. Yeah, this is going to be not the neatest build, but doesn't need to be neat. Yeah, this the smoke's just going to be rising right into the storage crate, I guess. Okay, so and it's going to be probably munitions. That's exactly what you want, a fire right under your munitions box. Okay. That should do it. Let's hop on our bike and find the quickest route back. I think the way we came is probably the best way. Alright, we finally stopped for the Shotgun Messiah crate. So we've got all that loaded up and we're bringing it with us. Finally bringing that home. Gonna pick up what we can and just not linger here. However, I think we're gonna find that difficult because of all the stuff we just picked up. We are pretty well loaded up. We got our 50 grenades there. What do we have in the forge stuff? Okay, not a whole lot. So we're gonna be doing our harvesting back at the other base. Yeah, we have, okay. We're gonna have to make some decisions here. Okay, let's see what we can sell to Rect. And unfortunately, he's not giving us anything good. The foregrip mod is probably the, well, we want to be able to craft it, but I think we already have it. Let's sell him a few things first.
Decided to show their face again.
Okay, we're going to pick up the armored up. That's a pretty big deal for us. Big hitters we can skip for now. Tactical warfare, we're going to grab that. Whoa, hey there. Easy now. Quick juke. Okay, let's figure out what absolutely needs to go in here. All right, the mini bike is fully loaded up. We are fully loaded up. We did have to make some calls on what we were bringing and not bringing. So we will have to make probably one more trip here, not before the blood moon, to pick up what's left. But also before we leave, we need to harvest some trees. We're going to do that real quick. I think with what we have here, this should do it. Okay, we are fully loaded up on wood. We've got 6,000 with just 3, 4, 5 trees left. So we'll leave this forest in peace and head back to Rex real quick just to see if he's got candy, although I just realized I don't have space for it. Okay, we'll see what we do. So let's see if he's got those. Yep, he's got them right here. We can buy 2 of them. Okay. We might just have to settle for that. There's not really anything else we can do. Okay, we're going to try to buy that last one because between those, that'll give us 18 minutes, which should be the entire Blood Moon night. So we'll constantly have a plus 50% damage bonus. So we can sell them this because we've already got 1 bandolier. We don't need 2. Sell them a battery. Okay, with that, we have enough. All right, so it's good that we got enough candy to get through the Blood Moon Night with increased explosives damage. However, we were supposed to spend today digging the pit, and we didn't. We might have just enough time to do it when we get back, because like I said, I don't want to have to do it at night. That's going to be a little riskier than I would like. All right, we've made it back to base. We've just got to unload, and that's going to take a minute. Oh, geez, there is... Okay, well, we are in a fight. Even get a little loot out of it. Oh, nice. Yes, polymer string mod. We've been looking for that. That's it. That was interesting. Okay, heck yeah, we got the polymer string. That's going to make our arrows shoot straighter and do more damage. So definitely a good one. Okay, we have to get started now. To get started, we need our miner helmet. Call me paranoid, but I'm going to do this here. Hopefully we'll hear any zombies that start kind of pounding away at the blocks rather than letting them just walk in and fall into the pit. Just want to be extra cautious here, as I want to be able to focus on just getting the job done. And so for this, what we're going to do, we're going to dig around the side. We're not going to dig the middle pillar because we don't have to. What we can do is just at the end, we can collapse it. We want to keep track of how many we're doing because we want to go 12 down. So that's 11 plus a spot to put a concrete floor. There we go. We have hit stone. So this is where it gets a little trickier. Let's go ahead and just put a ladder in already. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will be 5 here. Okay, so we are 12 down here. So that means we can make a floor here. We do have this pillar in the middle, but for this pillar, we literally just knock down the bottom part here and it will collapse. Okay, well, didn't save us the time we thought it was going to save us. I'm guessing it's probably the scaffolding ladders are probably holding it in place. So then what we need to do is we're just going to go ahead and put a floor down and immediately upgrade it to, we didn't grab our hammer, damn it. Okay, well, and so this is kind of the cup that I am experimenting with. This will be at the bottom of the pit and should prevent excessive damage to the pit overall. All right, it is day 33 nighttime. Hopefully nothing bad happens to us down here. All right, the cup is complete. It goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So almost halfway up. All right, and now it's time for the secret sauce, which is applying these small pole blocks to the center of the pit. So if you watch Just Rob's video, he demonstrates it using the pole centered and then demonstrates it using the pillar, which is the block we currently have selected, which is this block right here, pillar 0.0125 meters centered. So one of the things you have to make sure that this is flush with the rest of this ring here so that the zombies, basically what we're doing is we're creating something that to the zombie pathing logic appears like a valid path. However, it is a very difficult path for them. It's not impossible for them. And you'll see how we deal with the fact that they can in fact get through this, but by and large, they're not going to be able to. They're going to try to and immediately fall into the pit. To create that effect, we need to create a valid path, right? Okay, so what we did was we closed in this ring a little bit more so that it matches with the concrete ring here. And now we're going to place, we got to place some ladders in here. And scaffolding ladders are what you want because they do add some stability. Right, so this is far enough where the zombies can't just jump to it. So basically the zombies see a path from here to the middle block, to this corner block, and then up the ladder. We're gonna make these middle pillars in here as well as the ladders and these blocks. This is all gonna be concrete because we wanna make sure we don't lose any of it. All right, and they're finished. We also gained a level from that, which we're going to spend to raise perception up a bit more. Because at level 3, we can pick up the next level of Demolitions Expert. Because we want to maximize the effect of our explosives. That way we don't have to be quite so careful with them. Okay, we are out of concrete here. Let's first hop up here and see if we can drop our cement mixtures. Let's go ahead and get it placed here. And I think if I check, we have plenty of sand. Okay, we don't have cement. Okay, let's check with our buddy Bob. Okay, he's got concrete mix. Okay, how much of it can we afford? Not all of it. That's okay, we just need enough to get the job done. Once the space is fully enclosed, we can make more if we need it. Okay, and let's go ahead and grab the remaining items here. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're also going to make this inner ring concrete. Yeah, we're going to actually need more because we also need to do some ladders in here are going to have to be concrete. A sort of a platform. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, we're not even going to have enough for this ring. And this is where we're going to stand as we fight. So we can essentially just drop grenades and pipe bombs through here. We're going to put 4 hatches on here. They will still proceed even with the hatches closed, and we want to keep them closed because, like I said, some of them will be able to get on the ladder, and then it's going to be up to you to fire on them from here just to get rid of them. Actually, let's get some pipe bombs building right away. So we should have our workbench, our additional forge. Let's get some of this stuff placed already. So I'm thinking we got 2 forges. This is going to be our concrete forge. It's only going to do concrete. This one's going to do everything else. And then our workbench will go on this side. And let's see if we can craft that second workbench. All right, and we have the workbench crafting, but it is going to be a minute. Okay, so the amount of gunpowder we have only gets us another 25 pipe bombs, and we need way more than that. So let's go ahead and double check with Bob and see what he's selling. All right, we salvaged a few vehicles. Okay, and that means that we should be able to buy this gunpowder pretty easily. So let's go put down our second workbench and get some pipe bombs crafting. And in the meantime, we'll do a little bit of gathering from the nitrate node over there. And I believe there was also some coal nearby. Okay, now we're doing a little bit better here. We can do a total of 36. So we're just going to split these up 18 and 18. Okay, we went out and did a little more salvaging, a little bit of gathering, mining rather. So we've got a decent amount of nitrate and coal. We also picked up a learning elixir, so we'll be gaining plus 20% XP. Definitely worth it. But the biggest gain for us is we actually picked up a forge ahead that got our workstations up to 50. So we can do a chemistry station. And that would mean that we no longer lose out on any coal and nitrate for having to do the less efficient recipe. So the question is just now, can we do this? And the answer to that is crap. We have sold all of our acid. That is the answer. We have made a terrible mistake here. Ah, shit. Okay, we purchased back our acid. That means we only need 2 more. We can really only afford to spend a little bit of time trying for acid. So let's see how it goes. There's the acid. Okay, we got 2 of them. That makes for a total of 5. We can do the chemistry station. It only took almost the entire night. Oh man. Okay, chemistry workstation pipe. Okay, so we gotta get the beaker out of here. We gotta get the forge going. Yeah, we need, oh boy, we need a lot of forged iron. We need 79. We can make 3. Perfect. Okay, so either way, we're waiting for a minute. So that's probably fine because we have other things we should be doing. Okay, let's get to work here. Once again, we find ways to cut our blood moon days real close. Yeah, we haven't even made the tunnel. Oh man, we are way behind here. We have to hurry. Okay, easy enough. All right, let's get the rest of this put together. Not gonna do anything fancy here. Okay, we've got to upgrade all this cobblestone. And then it's time to also make an unnecessary number of doors. 1, 2, 3, 11 doors, please. I guess we're not going to see those for a while because of our cobblestone. All right, there's a level up. Definitely putting that point into demo expert. Okay, let's see if we can do the forged iron. We need 79. Not quite. We are very close though. We are going to get this one started. We're going to load it up with stone. It's 6 minutes for the forged iron. At this point, we could deal with a screamer, but I would rather not. So what we're going to do is we're not going to do iron bars because cops can shoot through that. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to do a cross hatch of ladder blocks like that. So again, nothing fancy. Okay, here are a stupid number of doors, and we're not even done yet. Okay, let's see where we're at with this. Okay, that's almost done. How much cement can you make for us? Not quite what we're looking for yet. Need to keep running for a bit. Oh, that chemistry station's gonna take a minute to finish, isn't it? That's rough. That just occurred to me. Okay. How long is it gonna take? Crap. 17 minutes. Oh shit. That is rough. I mean 17 minutes at this point, that's gonna take us into the afternoon, and then we still have to actually make the the gunpowder. Jeez, at this rate, I think what's gonna happen, we're gonna be in the middle of the blood moon, probably running over to pick up pipe bombs from the workbenches. Oh wow, okay, well, at least there's something to keep us busy. Are they gonna run into us? It looks like it. Yeah, let's go ahead and deal with them. Okay, we are ready to go otherwise. There's a few ladders that probably need to be upgraded, just like these here. But what we should be doing is digging that tunnel. We're digging 6 down and then over. But before we do that, let's get the cement going. That's well enough. That's still 8 minutes, and then we still have to mix it. So, again, everything's being cut real close. And let's get to digging here. Okay, like I said, it doesn't have to be too deep, just needs to go down 6. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more, and we are there. Okay, and we remove this one so that nobody can get up but us. Zeds shouldn't be able to reach that. So we'll even go one higher just to be safe. Okay. Okay, and at this point, how far away are we? We can go a little bit further. We're not going to go the whole way. We don't really need to. We can open it up once the blood moon is over. We just want to be close enough that we can cover the distance before the loot bags disappear. Okay, and it goes 8 blocks. Just from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's right here. So it's 2 blocks away from opening right here. And then we can get down there. So we're just going to leave that closed for now. No reason to create an opening for the Zeds. So we won't. 6 minutes on the chemistry station. And actually, down here, we're going to clean this up a little bit. Let's do one more hatch. All right, perfect. Okay, chemistry station still going. Cement still going. But you know what? Let's just pull what we have here. And that mix is going to be used to reinforce this right here. And that's really it. I guess we need to make, actually, not quite. We need to make a few spikes. We're just going to put them on the roof here. That way, in case any vultures dive down, they get chewed up by them. Oh, and we are hungry. Shit. We got to figure out our food and water situation. And so the truth there is that we don't have a good answer to that other than, let's see, let's keep our candy with us just so we don't forget, as well as our learning elixir. Oh, we should put a roof on this shit. Okay. Yeah, let's do that right away. At this point, I'm thinking we're still gonna have to split up the gunpowder between probably both of the workbenches and the chemistry station. We're gonna lose a bit of efficiency, but that's the only way we're gonna get this done on time. And we'll figure out how we do that. It's just that with the chemistry station taking so long to build, there's really no other way. Okay, it sounds like the cement mixer's finished. Okay, and this is also finished, so let's get this going first. Oh shit, I forgot about the size of this damn thing. Okay, we're gonna have to put this over here. Dump it there. Let's see, gunpowder. To make all of it would take 51 minutes. So we obviously don't have 51 minutes. How much time do we have? If it's 1700, it's 2.5 minutes per hour. So we have 10 minutes to 2100. Okay, so we can do 10 minutes worth of gunpowder. Let's do 600. Yep, perfect. Okay. And 600 divided by 12, that's another 50. Let's see, and then let's do, okay, we can do 300. And 300. Let's eat. So there's no time for anything else. Let's just go ahead and chew through whatever we have in here. Let's pick up the rest. Yeah, let's pick up all of our explosives. Okay, and let's get these spikes placed. This should take care of any cheeky vultures. Yep, there's our first warning. And then finish these upgrades right here. Because we're going to be standing right on top of this, but we need to make sure that it doesn't collapse on us. Perfect. The structure is ready. This is kind of it. This is as good as it gets. In that regard, we're still struggling with this, but such is life, I suppose. Let's see, what do we have? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 130, 146. So yeah, we need probably another 100. Another 100 is 1200 gunpowder. And that's exactly what we're making. Jeez, okay. Okay, well, as exciting as this is where we're making the cut. We are as down to the wire as we can be. We're waiting for this gunpowder to finish. We're gonna have 1 hour to craft 100 pipe bombs. Obviously, we're not gonna have them ready, but it's fine. They can craft during the blood moon. They should be ready in time. We just have to run over and grab them. So if you want to find out what happens next, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, all that good stuff, and keep your eyes peeled because like I said, I am working on another series and I'm hoping it'll be ready to put out very soon. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.